But he just keeps trying. I'll have a 20. She's gonna tell you what. She wants everything. Her and Matt running. She ain't in there. No. Ripping over. Where are the gummies coming from? I don't know. Where the gummies coming from? Why is it get here? Looks good. Yeah. Like he was there, just like this thing. No, he's from Happy. Fast. What's happening? No. No, Riley, I'm go fuck yourself. You're in both. Riley's not ready for that. I'm being with both. It's my elbow that doesn't even try to play. That arm out, that's it. I know you're not acting to do that, but like just from the research that I said it. Hey, go. Matt, you like my new elbow guard? I'm trying it. Oh, Maddie. I feel like such a jag. Don't get to my box.
Swinging to center field, well hit. Something in the air. It's a really good swing. by Shea Hilbert. A catch from the center fielder. That will be remembered for sure. Now the second batter. It is Riley Rothwell. And swinging on the first pitch with a base hit up the middle. She will not go to second. Stay at first. For Johnston, now up to the plate. Runner on first, one out. Pitch from Purnell. Outside, the pickoff play, very nearly a great throw. Tag just not able to come in quick enough. One ball, no strikes to Johnston. The 1-0 The Swan hit, bloops, and lands in center field. Now runners on second and first for Humber Hawks. And again, we will not be forgetting that play that was made by Genevieve Fry in center field, which now looking at it, saved a run. 1 out runners and second and first. Reese Velocity, who you might remember, hit a grand slam that killed the Mountaineers in the last game. She had a great game. Let's see if she can continue. The 1-0 is hit into left. Diving catch off her glove. Or if hit her in the head. For those of us just joining, a diving catch was attempted that may have hit the left fielder in the head. She seems to be up and about now, a bit shaken up. And she seems to be okay, which is very good. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. Pressure still on the Mountaineers. As we try now to continue the game after that scary moment. Luckily, it seems to be everyone is okay. And she's doing all right, which is great news. Number 14. Is now number 14, Blair Naughton. Up the bat. She was the 9th batter in the last game. Had a base hit. There's the 1-0. Swing and foul on the left field line. An early swing there by Naughton, but she knows what she's doing. 1-1 the count. They've been really going after any strike they see from Emma Purnell. Obviously, they saw her in the last game, as that one is fouled down the first base line for strike number 2. You can tell the Humber had done their homework on Purnell. They saw her in the last game. They know what to expect. 1 out, bases loaded. And the first swung on and missed for a strikeout. A very important strikeout from Purnell, her first. And now 2 outs. Is now Maddie Friesen at the plate.
Well, I guess it could fit.
First pitch, strike 1 from Purnell. Friesen had a base hit last game and a walk. Among others, that ball's hit high to right field and will drop. A diving catch was attempted, and 3 runs will score on a bases clearing double. And now it is Humber that have a 3-0 lead. They start off this game with the lead. And they still have another runner in scoring position on second base. Two down. Foul tipped into the corner. It's strike 1. It is Peyton Fitzgerald at the plate. 0-1. Fouled back. 0-2. This would be very good, even though 3 runs were allowed. Purnell did get Fitzgerald out here. Did not allow a fourth to come in, giving the Mountaineers a very good chance to come back. 0-2. Rounded and through the shortstop. The run will score. It is 4-0 for the Humber Hawks. It was a very well hit, hard hit ground ball to the shortstop. And it just bounced through her legs. Unfortunate for the Mountaineers. Ball's inside for ball 1 from Purnell. Up to bat for the Hawks is Marley Greer. That pitch is lifted, shallow left, and caught as the inning is over. The side is retired. 4 runs do come in from the Hawks. But it's only the first inning. The Mountaineers had plenty of chances to bring this back. If you're just joining us tonight, in the last game, Humber Hawks won the game 15-4 off a grand slam and a 2-run home run. And after 1.5 innings, they are up 4-0 right now over your Mohawk Mountaineers. Mountaineers are coming up to bat now. Let's see if they can start bringing this back. Pitching for the Humber Hawks is number 9, Maddie Friesen. And honestly, after the last game, as long as it's not Shade Hansen back on the mound, anything should feel better for the Mountaineers. I mean, 6 strikeouts on 4 runs allowed is unbelievable in 6 innings pitched. Now we see Maddie Friesen. Another righty. Only seen 1 lefty tonight. And that 1 lefty was Rachel Lee.
What? Walking was what? And you were like, no, it's fine. No, I don't close my friend.
I just posted hashtag grit to great.
What? That. Yeah, yeah. I don't support that. I don't even.
Fly at the plate. Well, you should be able to remember in the last inning, even though, yes, Humber did score 4 runs, she definitely saved at least one of those runs with a great catch in center field. Let's see if she can not only save 1 run, but give 1 back for your Mohawk Mountaineers. Bottom of the first, Mohawks first time up to bat against Maddie Friesen. First pitch swinging, and that is popped up to the infield and will be caught by Velocity for the first out. One down. Talia Henry up now. First pitch is way low for ball 1 from Friesen. Infield in here for the Hawks. We saw this a bit last game. They're ready for the bunt. Second pitch is fouled off. Looked a bit inside. Henry will swing at it.
That's awesome.
Here's the 1-1. Way inside, up high. 2-1. This one 2-2. So here's the pitch from Friesen. Inside again in that similar spot. Trying to jam her. But Henry does not swing. Pitch swings at that one, fouls it off. Very good at bat from Henry. This is what it's going to take to win. It's still a full count here, and you'll take the walk if you are Henry. If Friesen offers it. Payoff pitch. Inside. Oh, strike 3 called. I thought that was inside for sure with the way that Henry twitched her shoulder, but the umpire saw it differently. Strike 3's called. 2 outs now. Up to bat now. Pitch is fouled off. Ashley LaForme up to bat. Had a base hit in the last game. And pitched very well. In a difficult moment, she lifts that into left field. And it will go foul. Very good swing that just turned foul. Easily would have been extra bases if fair. 0-2 now the count. Off pitch. Outside, good eye for ball 1. Called ball 2. Humber seemed to think that was a strike. Looked a bit low. 2-2 now. 2 outs. And Friesen calls time. It's a moment. Here comes the 2-2. Looked inside to LaForme. Now full count again. Let's see what LaForme will do. Let's see. Here's the pitch. Low, very good pitch is right. And that one is fouled off by LaForme. Full count still. Friesen back-to-back batters where she's had to work for that out. Pitch swung on and missed, struck her out. A great pitch right there. LaForme tried her best, but swung and missed. And Mohawk go down 1, 2, and 3. Score remains 4-0 for the Hawks. As the Mountaineers will try and see if this time they can get them down 1, 2, 3. Back out to the mound is Ashley LaForme. She started in the last game, and it seems that she will play. She will be pitching again. Emma Purnell will not be pitching again. Very good outing for her against a very good Humber team. So now we'll be back to Ashley. On obviously a little bit, not a lot of rest. Again, if you are just joining us, it is the top of the second, 4-0 for Humber. In the last game, Humber beat the Mohawk Mountaineers 15-4. My name is Harrison Myers, and you're watching OCAA Sports Network on the Mountaineers YouTube channel. So here we go now. Ashley LaForme back on the mound after starting in the last game, as mentioned. Up to bat for the Humber Hawks is Victoria Lopez. First pitch is in there for strike one. The Humber bench screaming for a ball, even though it was clearly a strike. So ground ball to the second baseman, and it bounces under her foot. It seemed that it looked like it was going to bounce up, and instead it just stayed flat. She is bunting. LaForme will go to second, and will get her at second. Heads up play by Ashley LaForme and by the shortstop, Ashka Pierce-Stevens. A very, very good play. Get the out at second. And that is very, very impressive. So now they got their first out. Still a runner on first, but the double play is there. First pitch, swung on and fouled into the Humber bullpen. Up to bat is Riley Rothwell. You remember, she hit the 2-run home run that really opened it up in the first game. That gave Humber their first lead as she takes a ball, 1-1 the count. A 1-1 from LaForme. Up high, the pickoff pitch goes wide. Pickoff throw goes wide. She will stay at second. Still with one out. Double play not technically available now. We'll see what the Mountaineers try to do. 2-1 the count. Two one. Swung on and will drop fair into right field. Riley will turn to second where she will be safe. The runner will score on an RBI double from Riley Rothwell. Another RBI for her. Just a great, perfect swing that landed into right field. Unlucky for the Mountaineers after the great play that they made to get that first out at second. And now a runner on second again with one out. The score is now 5-0 for Humber. With this ball one from LaForme, and number 16, River Johnson. The 1-0 from Ashley LaForme. Fouled back. 1-1. 1-1 the count. Runner on second, 1 out. 5-0 for Humber. They scored 1 run. So far, ground ball, slow roller. And Asta cannot make the play. A slow rolling ground ball up the middle that was just hit so softly that no Mountaineer could make it in time. Runners now on the corners with 1 out. Which is up high. Oh,
What the hell?
seeing that she went for the pickoff, it hit her bat, maybe her arm. As Reese velocity looks a bit shaken up. It is a live ball, technically. If you remember in the 2015 ALDS, when the ball hit Sing Soo Chu's bat, when Russell Martin threw it by accident on his bat. However, they're going to check on velocity to make sure she's all right. She seems to be all right, which is great news. And she will go back into the batter's box. Back, winning with a count. Has given the form a bit of time to just breathe, collect herself. So 1 out, in the corners. That's the pitch. And it is in there for strike 1 on the corner. That is perfect spot. Now 1-1 the count.
Gold! You're spewing gold!
Flossie has been on fire in the last 2 games, and that is hit to the right. It's going foul. And into the count. Flossie, as you've seen, last game, a dangerous hitter, grand slam, double, triple.
That's
I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, it's raining gold, guys! It's raining gold! We have 5 runs. Hey, now you can put it.
2.
Go! Hey, you got, now you got. Go drive it now, go drive it, Seth. Okay, she's pointing away. Yeah, look at me. Oh, yeah.
2-2. Outside. Now a full count to Velocity. As Farm cannot get her to take any of those pitches. Now you think she can have to pitch in the zone. The fourth not pitch is up high for ball 4. The bases are now loaded. We're still only 1 out. And now it is Blair Naughton who steps up to the plate. She had a triple, a single in the last game. Another very dangerous hitter. There's the pitch. It is low for ball 1. See Ashley LaForme can collect herself here. Very difficult start to this game and inning, but there's a good pitch. Got her swinging on that. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. Out the left field line. It is a foul ball. Payoff pitch here. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big pitch there. And a big strikeout in this inning with the bases loaded. First pitch. In there, and it is a ball to the pitcher herself, Maddie Friesen. Pitcher versus pitcher duel here. We saw it the other way. Now we see it this way, where it is Mohawk's pitcher pitching. The form throws a ball against Friesen hitting. 2-0 the count. In their first strike, 2-1. Two outs. Bases loaded. Count in Friesen's favor. That pitch is low for ball 3. Three and one. Hitters count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. The pitch is in there for ball 4. A bases loaded walk. It is now Peyton Fitzgerald at the plate. Pitch from the form. In there for a strike. Pitch is fouled into the dugout. And a very nice catch. Strike 2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. LaForme able to get another strikeout, but not before the Hawks pour on a few more runs and add to their lead. It is now up to the Mountaineers to try to get back into this game. We've seen it before. Can they do it again? We will be back shortly.
What did you score from Mohawk? What did you guess? It was 2. Okay. That's 15.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us, it is so far in this second game been all Humber Hawks. They're up 6-0, but it is a very long game. It is only the bottom of the second. This is still anyone's game, especially if the Mountaineers are able to start getting in some hits. Maddie Friesen on the mound for the Humber Hawks. And in the last inning, she was very clutch. Multiple full count moments where she was able to get that final out on both Mountaineers hitters. Up to bat now for the Mountaineers is second basewoman Madison Babcock, who did not play in the last game. Some of you are wondering why she doesn't. She looks a bit unfamiliar. That is why. So far this season, Madison has not gotten a hit yet. So let's see if she can turn it around right here. And she looks at a called strike 1. The pitch from Friesen. It is hit shortly to the third basewoman, but she does not make the play. A base hit to Babcock. First hit of the season for her. As that was Reese Veloci that could not make that play. Now the catcher, Zoe Lawrence. Up to bat, no outs, runner on first. A good chance for the Mountaineers to start their comeback. First pitch is hit hard to the second basewoman. Gets the out at second. Will not get the out at first. But they still get one out. Yazzie Martin now up to bat. And runner on first, one out. Mountaineers down 6-0 so far in this game. Still very, very early. Pitch fouled off into left field. Here's the 0-1. Inside for a strike. Looked a little bit close. But the umpire makes the call. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard. Out at second. Safe at first. A very close play. Some great running there by Martin. So they do not get the double play, but the same play as last time. They get the force out at second. And now there's 2 outs. It's now Ashka, Pierre Stevens. We have a bit of a discussion there with one of the coaches and the umpire. Just probably talking about the last play. These Humber coaches have had a lot to say to the umpires. Even went up 6-0. Still early. Runner still on first, 2 outs. Freezing the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's the 0-1. Outside again. 2-0. 2-0 the count to Pierre Stevens. The pitch from Friesen. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The 2-1 was swung on and missed. Now 2-2. So 2 great pitches in a row from Friesen, getting Pierre Stevens to swing and miss. Swung on and fouled off this time inside. Payoff pitch coming. Maddie Friesen looking for another strikeout. Ground ball to the third basewoman. She cannot make the play. It is a base hit for Ashka Pierre Stevens, and now there's 2 runners on. And up to bat now is Taylor McRae, who does have a triple this season. A great chance to score some runs with runners on second and first with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch from Friesen. In there for strike 1 to McRae.
This one, you got this. She got it.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on, foul into left. Bit of an early swing. 0-2.
No, like.
The 0-2. Low outside, ball one.
Well,
1-2. Swung on and lifted into left center and just caught. And the side is retired. The score stays the same, 6-0. But the Mountaineers show some life heading into the top of the third. On the mound now for the Mountaineers is the lefty, Rachel Lee. Your second basewoman is Madison Babcock, as we mentioned, did not play in the last game. And your shortstop is Ashka Pierce-Stevens. Third base is Jazzy Martin. And at first base is Taylor McCray. Rachel Lee's still the only lefty pitcher to have played for either team.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Hawk having a huddle. As the third inning begins, still 6-0 for the Hawks.
Got the planet around off.
With Marley Greer up to bat.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May. July. I want to know what this mic's picking up on. have to wait by July, and then it's August. August, like just like.
Morning hit. That's what I said. It's great. The last one from Stevens right there.
I'm confused. Like if they have both done, it's like it's not that great.
You could catch by Taylor McRae for one down. A very nice pitch from Rachel Lee. Nice and inside. Jammed.
Yeah,
Marley Greer on that swing. Lefty, mid pitch. Next up, first strike. There from Lee. It is Victoria Lopez. All outside, 1-1. Catch, it's lifted shallow left center and will drop for a base hit. Lopez single with one out.
So we just need 4
That is a base hit. She will be home at first. And now, there's runners on the corners with one out. Lee could not take advantage of the lefty. The pitch was too much play, was not inside enough. Base hit.
Get it right, right, get it, 1-5, get it, 1-5, get it, 1-5, get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, 1-5, get it, 1-5,
Pitch stealing.
get it.
Be collected. Second base is now stolen. No double play possible for the Mountaineers. Only one out. As it is Riley Rothwell back at the plate. We've seen her do damage before. That one is inside. First strike, 1-1. Two foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Side hit to center and overhead. JB Frye could not make that play. It is a 2-run double for Riley Rothwell. Still only 1 out. Another pitch that just caught too much plate. Sadly went over Fry's head in center. 1 out. Runner in scoring position. That one is lifted to shallow and caught by Taylor McRae for the second out. It is now 8-0 for the Humber Hawks. With that 2 RBI double for Riley. Lefty matchup for Rachel Lee. Right one is in there. Number 9, Let Henson. Inside for a strike. Wow. So a few of those pitches from both umpires, they call a lot of inside strikes. It's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got her looking. Rachel Lee able to finish off the side, but not before the Hawks strike again.
That's what I'm trying to figure. That's why I people got like kind of figured out how much. I forget. Where do you get to work? They were again. He's so good. Oh my God! We use it. That's not kill. Yeah. No. I'm just like
Back everyone, bottom of the third. Humber up 8-0. Looking dangerously close to a mercy rule. Unless the Mountaineers can mount that comeback. They will need 10 runs, Humber. And the Mountaineers will have to not score a small run for them to get that mercy rule. But still, early in the night, the Mountaineers bats started heating up in that last inning, and they now start to find some runs. As it is number 8 batter, Grace Purdy, who also did not play in the last game. Purdy this season has scored 1 run on 2 at bats in 2 games played. Sorry, not 2 at bats, 2 games played. Here's the first pitch, and she crushes it to right at the right fielder. Very nice play made. Unfortunate on a very good swing. And now it is Genevieve Fry up to bat with 1 out. First pitch bunting. It is a fair ball, and she is safe. At first, some great running from Genevieve Fry. Another very close play. The umpires will come talk about it. Again, I'm interested to see with the bunt. Seemed to me that her bat, when she dropped it, hit the ball accidentally. And the umpire will call it safe after the discussion. And now up to bat for the Mountaineers is number 14, McKenna Robbins. Also did not play in the last game. She gets her start in this one. First pitch is outside. As Friesen wants to continue her stellar play so far through 2 innings. The 1-0 from Friesen. Swung on and missed. A late swing there. Late swing from Robbins. 1-1. Pitch is way outside. Try to pick her off, but Fry is safe. Now 2-1. It's Maddie Friesen. McKenna Robbins waits for the pitch. The 2-1. Swung on and hit to shallow center. Caught for the second out. There's a bit of discussion there between the shortstop and the center fielder. Ella Jansen and Shay Hilpert having a discussion there about who should get that ball. Ended up being Hilpert's. No harm, no foul. 2 outs for Humber. First pitch swinging and missing for Rachel Lee. Her name should sound familiar. She pitched in the last game and in the beginning of this one. Here's the 0-1 from Friesen. 1-1 as the pitch is low and outside. 2 outs. Runner still on first. Mountaineers, even though it looks not great right now, can still turn this game around. The 1-1. Swung on and hit very hard. It gets through her glove. At second. And now the Mountaineers do have a chance. Runners on second and first for Madison Babcock. Second time up to bat. Second time against Maddie Friesen, who has looked very good, but could be feeling the pressure now with runners on. First pitch is swung on and hit right past the second baseman. Runner comes home. She is safe. Runner getting to third and is safe as well. And hold on. It's still only 8-1, but Mountaineers coming back. Runners now on the corner, still 2 outs. Up the bat now is the catcher, Zoe Lorenz. Tell you what, that's 2 balls that were hit to the second basewoman. She could not make those plays. They were hit very hard, to be fair. Here's the first pitch from Friesen. Fouled off. Strike 1. Tell Zoe Lorenz might want that pitch back. She liked that pitch. She just missed it. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside, runner stealing second. And they let her get away with it. Now runners both in scoring position, 2 outs, 1-1 the count. This is a big, big chance for the Mountaineers to start clawing back. Here's the 1-1 from Friesen. He's in there for strike 2 on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Good job by Lorenz staying alive. Another really good pitch there by Friesen. Nice and inside, but Lorenz was able to foul it off. Now the 1-2. Outside, a really good pitch. A great take from Lorenz. It did look like a ball, but very, very close. Now 2-2 the count. The pitch from Matty Friesen. Way outside this time. Now a full count. Here's a chance now. Matty Friesen was in this situation in the first multiple times. Got out of it both times. Will this one be any different with Zoe Lorenz? Payoff pitch. Outside. Ball 4. Full count now. Bases loaded. Sorry, not full count. Bases loaded now. For Blythe Hines Gillian coming up to bat. Her first at bat tonight. In either one of those games, in a really, really big moment, a chance to really cut at this lead. For those of us that remember, the Blue Jays were once up 8-1 in a wild card game and ended up blowing it. So to say this is impossible is a lot. And right here would be a great start as Blythe looks at a strike 1 from Matty Friesen. 0-1 the count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Mountaineers down 8-1. Second pitch, swung on and missed. But the ball gets away. But no harm, no foul. Still 0-2. The runner does not move and try to steal home. Off the wild pitch. 0-2 the count to Blythe. The 0-2. Just outside. Ball 1. That has been Matty Friesen's spot. A lot of her best pitches have been in that spot. Sometimes they go either way. It could be a strike. It could be a ball. It is very close. The 1-2. Inside. Jammed her foul. The 1-2 again. Now for ball 2. Two and two. Blythe coming in with a pinch hit. Big spot, bases loaded. Strike 3 called on the outside corner as the side is retired. The Mountaineers do get 1 run back, but they still are trailing 8-1, and they leave the bases loaded.
That's all right. All good.
Good, because summer coming.
If you're just joining us, the score is 8-1 for the Humber Hawks. The Mountaineers had a very good chance at putting that lead, but were only able to get one run in the last inning, leaving the bases loaded.
That's good. You go.
Now we head into the top of the fourth.
I think in here.
The first batter being number 14, Blair Naughton.
It's just. Okay. It's too much.
On the mound for the Mountaineers is still the lefty, Rachel Lee. Let's see what she can do in this inning. Struck out her final batter in the last inning and looked very good. Threw out all the very good swings from the Hawks. First pitch just outside. 1-0. The 1-0. In there for strike one. 1-1 the count. One is low. Count now. 2-1. One one. Swung on and popped up to shallow right and caught by Babcock for the first out. Very good play there by Madison Babcock. Now up is the pitcher. First pitch from Lee. One outside. Ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and hit very well to left center, and that will get down. Friesen gunning for second, and she will be safe with a stand-up double. One out. Runner in scoring position on second. Number 18, Peyton Fitzgerald. 1-0. And low in it outside. 2-0 the count now. And Rachel Lee, get out of this jam. Swung on and missed with strike one. 2-1 the count. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. Fitzgerald chasing it, but nothing is there. The pitch outside, full count. Now, a decision needs to be made here for Rachel Lee. You pitch inside, or do you give a chance of a walk? The full count pitch. Low and lifted to right, and is caught. The runner will tag and make it safely to third. And a very nice catch there from Grace Purdy. What looked like a surefire base hit does not get down. 2 outs now. The runner on third for Marley Greer. Pinch runner coming in now for Maddie Friesen. Now we got a lefty-lefty situation here for Rachel Lee. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lefty-lefty against Marley Greer. Second pitch. All the ball. Looked a little bit close, but 1-1. Still 2 outs. Runner on third. The 1-1 is hit softly back to Lee. Throw to first, and the side is retired. They do allow a hit, but no runs are scored. Score stays 8-1.
Oh my gosh. That was good.
If you're just joining us, the score is still 8-1 for Humber. The Mountaineers did not allow a run in the last inning as Humber left a base runner stranded on third. Now another chance for the Mountaineers to cut the lead. It is number 9, Ashka Pierce-Stevens, up to bat. But she will face the other number 9, Maddie Friesen, still on the mound. First pitch. Swung on and lifted to shallow third. Caught 1 down for the Humber Hawks. Now it's Taylor McRae. 1 pitch, 1 out so far for Friesen this inning. First pitch outside. Ball 1 to McRae. Here's the 1-0. Outside. Ball 2.
I
2-0 the count to McRae. The pitch from Friesen. In there. Strike 1. McRae taking all the way. She's taken the first 3 pitches. The count still very much in her favor. Here's the 2-1 from Maddie Friesen. Outside. Ball 3. McRae definitely now has the green light to swing. If she feels the need. If she sees her pitch. The 3-1. Swung on and hit to shallow left and will drop for a base hit from McRae. A 1-out single for her. A shallow left blooper. And right now, this is exactly what the Mountaineers need.
Hey, man, hey, man. Hey, keep working, Don. Keep working. I got it. Okay, then I got. I'm just throwing eyes in trouble.
One out. First swing from Purdy, and it goes under the third basewoman's glove. Grace Purdy, first pitch swinging, back-to-back at bats. And back-to-back, very good contact. Genevieve Fry up next. And we can already see in the Humber bullpen as it is number 20 warming up. That is Angelina Bombery. First pitch from Friesen. Swung and missed. As Genevieve Fry chased that first pitch. 0-1. One out. Runners on second and first. For the Mountaineers, second pitch swung, a slow roller, and all runners are safe. Bases loaded now, one out. A mistake was made by the Hawks. They didn't know who wanted the ball, who didn't. And now there is a pitcher's mound meeting. Still, the Hawks in decently control, up 8-1. However, any runs that the Mountaineers get does push this game and does give them a chance. All it takes is a little bit of doubt, and this could turn into a ball game. And we are seeing it right now. Bases loaded, one out. Up for the Mountaineers, number 14, McKenna Robbins. A very, very big moment. Another bases loaded chance for the Mountaineers. First pitch is outside, ball one. Their second straight inning with the bases loaded, except this time there's only one out. Can they get those runs? The 1-0 is low for ball two. Not even close that time from Friesen. 2-0 the count. McKenna Robbins in a very good spot in a hitter's count. The bases loaded and one out. The 2-0 from Friesen. Swung on and missed. 2-1.
That's how
Friesen takes her time. Sets. 2-1. Called strike. 2-2 now. To Robbins. A very good pitch there from Maddie Friesen. And now the count is even at 2-2. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three. The second out is recorded. A strikeout for Friesen. And now it is number 12, Rachel Lee, up to bat. Big moment for her. Another bases loaded, 2-out situation for the Mountaineers in back-to-back innings. McKenna Robbins was sadly not able to get any of the runs. Can Rachel Lee get one of them, at least? Big spot here. The 0-1. Swung on and fouling. Caught in foul territory. An amazing diving catch there from River Johnston. What a catch in foul territory to retire the side. Very unlucky for the Mountaineers. They leave the bases loaded, stranded again. Absolutely brutal for them. Score remains 8-1. Mountaineers have had their chances back-to-back innings with bases loaded, which, if you think about it, if they had been able to score on either one of those with a single base hit, this could easily be a different ball game. Sadly, they were not able to. this game stays the same score at 8-1. Rachel Lee, after sadly not being able to score on that amazing diving catch by the third baseman there, River Johnston, she stays back on the mound. Up to bat first is Victoria Lopez for the Humber Hawks.
You gotta be the she's here last year.
First pitch. It's in there for strike one. Very nice pitch there from Rachel Lee. Lopez awaits the pitch. The 0-1 is a ball. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Lifted into center field over Ashka's head, but she could not make the play. And now we have a runner on first. Up next is Shea Hilpert. Lefty, favorable here for Rachel Lee. First pitch is in the for a strike. Here's Jenkins, checks second base to make sure no stealing. When Victoria Lopez comes in, we've already seen a few stolen bases from both teams in both of these games. Pitch is in there for a ball. The pickoff play does not pay off. Good throw by Lawrence, but Lopez was in there safely. The 1-1 bunting again. It goes right to Lee. She'll go to first, and she is safe at first. Some great base running from Shea Hilpert. Rachel Lee couldn't decide if she wanted to go to second or first. Unfortunate for the Mountaineers. And now, another chance for the Hawks is now number 15, Riley Rothwell, who has been in this spot before and is, as we know, hit a 2-run home run. So we know she can hit the ball far. Second pitch from Lee. Swung on and lifted into center. That is a base hit. Both runners will stay as that throw from center was perfect to the catcher. And now the bases are loaded as River Johnston comes back up to the plate and a chance to finish off this game with the score being 8-1. First pitch outside for ball one. The 1-0 from Lee to Johnston. Outside for ball two. The 2-0. Inside and will drop for a base hit. One run will score. Everyone else will stay. Coming to the plate, actually, up the wild throw, and it gets past her. Everyone's coming to the plate. 3 runs will score off a single with 2 runs scoring thanks to an error. It is now 11-1. First pitch from Lee is low for ball one. Ella Jensen up to the plate. Lefty lefty matchup. Favors Lee. Ball 2. Jensen now in a very good spot. Favorable count. Runner on second. Swung on and hit very hard to first. McCray makes the tag on the base for the out. Runner was able to move to third, giving Humber another chance to score a run. As Blair Lawton comes to the plate now. The first pitch, swung and fouled off by Lawton. Blair Naughton has had 2 great games so far. Fouled off the first pitch. Now the 0-1 from Lee to Naughton is a ball, 1-1. Lee steps off. Naughton steps into the batter's box. The 1-1 is up high for ball 2. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled down the third base line. 2-2 the count. Lee in a great position to get this out. Naughton looking to knock in another run with the runner on third. The pitch. Swung on and lifted to center field and deep. She is back. It is gone. A 2-run home run from Blair Naughton. As Genevieve Fry tried to make the play, but she ran out of room. It is now 13-1 for the Humber Hawks. Now meeting on the mound with Rachel Lee. Seems that Genevieve Fry is doing okay after trying to make that play on the wall. She ran out of room. It's very difficult. On a really good swing there from Blair Naughton and a very nice home run for her. 1 out now as Maddie Friesen steps back up. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. First pitch from Lee. Up high for ball 1. One 0, 1 out in the inning. 13-1. And that one is lifted to shallow right and will drop. Babcock could not make the play. Another runner was on base for Humber. Still only 1 out in the inning.
That's just simple. Hello. I love that thing. Hello. But you didn't get after. I don't get it. Okay. Coca-Cola. Hello. Hello. So you know, I was like, so I don't get down. Fine. So no, I like that.
Mountaineers make a pitching change. Pitching is number 5, Maggie Lupton. Maggie has not pitched in either one of the games. She has batted, but she has not pitched in either one of the games.
Yeah, that was done a couple seconds ago, but that's okay. I'm just reminding the people like myself. Yes, first thing.
She is registered as a pitcher, so it is not a infielder just coming in or an outfielder. see what Lupton can do. Change is made, as you may have heard. Genevieve Fry is coming out of center field for Kayla Makowicz. Will take her spot. Along with the pitching change, Rachel Lee is coming out. Number 12, Rachel Lee is coming out. With number 5, Maggie Lupton, as we already mentioned, who hasn't pitched yet in either one of the games, coming on in to face first batter, number 18, Peyton Fitzgerald. Runner on first, still only one out. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Get after him, Pete! Let's go!
There's the 0-1 from Lupton.
Yeah!
It is in there and hit just over Ashka Pierce Stevens' head. Just couldn't make the play, was inches away from catching it. Very nice hit from Fitzgerald. Now runners on second and first with one out. With up to the plate now is Marley Greer. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 is lifted to center and caught for the second out. Two outs now for Lupton in a very good spot. Up next is Victoria Lopez. First pitch is just up high for ball one. Two outs, runners on second and first. 1-0 from Lupton. Lopez fouls it off into the bullpen. 1-1.
Look at the spread. There's no spread. Spread minus 15.
1-1. Lopez swings and grounds it to third. A great play there from Bliss Hins Julian, and she will retire the side. This is the final chance now for the Mountaineers, down 13-1. They will have to rally, or it will be a mercy rule, and the game will be over.
Yes, that's what you predict. Do you imagine like grade 12? It's like grade 12 without the us or elder and even not. There's no layers on the bench of the team. He just he's out looking off his own thoughts. Like you guys are shit.
She looks like a lost puppy and I need to save her. That's just what's happening. That's how we do the line. You're twice. The fun. No, no.
Oh, you know, and you have it.
Just joining us, it is 13-1 for the Humber Hawks. They have a chance to finish off this game with a mercy rule. And as I mentioned before, in the bullpen, warming up was number 20, Angelina Bonberry, who is now coming in to pitch for the Hawks. The Mountaineers will have to get some runs in this inning, or the game will be over.
I got you.
Up first is number 6, Madison Babcock. Here's the first pitch from Bomberry. It is low, very good pitch, but Babcock does well, takes it. Want to know the count? Good eye. Here's the 1-0. It is in there for a strike up high. No swing from Babcock. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and fouled into the Humber dugout. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and fouled. Madison Babcock doing a very good job of staying alive. Angelina Bomberry throwing some very, very accurate pitches that are being fouled off well. Here's the 1-2. Nice and low. 2-2. Good take. Here's the 2-2 from Bomberry to Babcock. It is low and outside. A full count. Addison Babcock. Very good first at bat for the Mountaineers. In a do or die situation in this inning for them. The full count pitch. Swung on and grounded to the shortstop. She recovers. 1 down. A very nice stretch there from Marley Greer at first on a great throw from Ella Jansen in shortstop. Zoe Lawrence now up for the Mountaineers with 1 out against Angelina Bomberry. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and lifted into third, foul. To right field and foul. Going to the count now. To Zoe Lawrence. Perhaps the final inning of the Mountaineers tonight. Unless they can muster a miracle. The 0-2. Swung on and lifted to left field. It is caught. 2 outs. The Mountaineers are down to their final batter. It is Blythe Hinge Julian. Final chance is Blythe Hinge Julian for the Mountaineers. First pitch was in there for a strike. Can she start something special? The 0-1 from Bomberry. Swung on and fouled. Down to their final strike are the Mountaineers. It all comes down to Blythe. The 0-2 from Bomberry. Swung on and miss. Struck her out. The ball game is all over. Humber Hawks win the game 13-1 the final against your Mohawk Mountaineers. a tough showing for Mohawk in the first game, losing 15-6, 15-4. As handshakes all around. Good game for both teams. Great performance from the Humber Hawks. Can't take that away from them or their pitching. The Mountaineers were valiant. They never gave up. With those 2 wins and losses, Humber moved to 4-0 in the season. The Mountaineers fall to 8-4. Thank you all for tonight. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their night. Enjoyed the game. Peace and love. Thank you all.
Actually, this there's no back though. That's turning. That's another girl. Yeah, that's another girl. Fine, it's me. It's helicopters. Maybe a lot of that's a really big. That is a helicopter. That is something. That's still. That's two different things. It's over here. That's all. Three planes coming in. Earlier. Right on your video. You just know that UFOs. They don't have first. Not even a training. No, they don't. That's one part. This is a bro. Right now. That's bro. To give me a park. Give me a slow place siege, bro. I get so tired. The coach go. Sorry. Oh, he's going.